Hello and welcome to Lightwaves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews of flashlights, rechargeable lanterns, and other portable light sources, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us we have the ThruNite T3. This is a compact 21700 powered everyday carry flashlight. You can find these retailing on Amazon for a total of $55.95, but there's always a coupon. Mine had a 20% off coupon, and it brought the price down to $44, making it a really awesome deal. Loving this flashlight, and I'm going to compare it to another. So yeah, keep watching. So ThruNite comes in a cool little brown box. Has a little illustration there. Nice. There you go, in black. So I took everything out of the box to make it easy. So let's see what we get. We get the flashlight. Rock on. Loving that with that front and center. I really like this flashlight, by the way, as you can tell. I've been carrying this one daily now for the last 2 weeks, and I like it. It is amazing. You get a holster, which is really cool. I don't wear a holster, I just put it in my pocket, but you get this really neat branded ThruNite holster, a little hanging clip here, and of course for your belt, nice wide spot there. So yeah, it's nice to get for free. Also, we get charging cable, which is a USB to Type-C. Type-C is definitely the way to go nowadays. We're seeing that in almost every flashlight of this caliber. That allows us fast charging and ease of use. Get a little bag with a carry lanyard, and I believe some extra O-rings tucked away. There you go, you can kind of see them up there. Yeah, nice to have these things. And it looks like, yeah. So you get a little rubber jacket that goes over the charging port. Nice. So you get those, and we get a manual. Yes, the ThruNite T3. We're going to look at it real quick, just because for posterity, if you lose yours, this has everything on it, and it'll be in this video. You can always go back and check it out. So I'm getting to the English side. There's a bunch of sides to this. So we have T3 English side. All right. There's your contact information. Up on top, T3 rechargeable LED flashlight adopts the SST40 LED to output up to 2250. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I got some video of this T3 in action versus the Sofirn SP35. So you're going to want to keep watching to see that. It is awesome. Definitely cool. LED, there you go. Lens, reflector, working voltage, material. I'll go over all those items as we look at the flashlight. General mode, you have a turbo. You have infinity high to infinity low. So there's no step mode, just a ramping mode. FireFly and strobe mode. There you are. Run times for each of those. They do throttle, which we'll talk about. It's got a throw of 300 meters. Not bad. And then, of course, you have an LED under the switch, red, blue. And it tells you the battery status. If you notice, 21 to 100% solid blue. If it goes to red, start charging it. Because, yeah, you're not going to have much light left when it drops to 3 volts. It drops pretty fast from there. So over here, you have a lock mode, which we'll talk about, turning light on and off, and changing the modes. And I'm doing this just in case I miss anything. So there we are. Okay, so that's the manual. Boom, one shot. Liking that. Very easy. All right, so get rid of these here. Let's go over dimensions of the T3. I love how compact it is for the size battery it uses, 21700. And it uses a protected button top as well, so it uses a longer variety battery. Now I tried using a flat top in there, would not fit. It was too loose, unfortunately. So if you like to use flat tops, this one won't be the one to get. You'll have to get a different type of flashlight, like the Sofirn. But button top with protected cell, extra protection is not a bad thing. So let's go ahead and talk about length here. We got 4.5 inches in length, or 114 millimeters. We have a head diameter of 1 1/16 of an inch, or 27 millimeters. We have a nice flat bottom tail, and the diameter here is 1 inch, or 25 millimeters. That's a bonus on this flashlight. Loving that. Very nice. So let's bring this back up. We'll do a size comparison. These are always fun. So we'll leave this front and center, and we'll bring out its rivals. A little higher here. Okay, so we have, actually not really its rival, its little brother. which actually has higher output. I think it's like 2400 lumens. The TC15 version 3. This is an 18650. Look at that. It almost looks like the same size, just a little narrower. Look at that. Not bad at all, huh? And you're getting a capacity of a 4,000 milliamp hour 21700. Not bad. Here is a 21700 flat top to give you an idea for size. I have an 18650 flat top. Again, for size comparison. Then I have the competition, which we're going to compare them to, the Sofirn SP35, which I think definitely are a good comparison. So there you are. All right. Bring these away, and let's go over features of the T3. Zooming on downtown. All right. So front end, we have the toughened glass lens with an anti-reflective coating. Trying to get it so you can see the coating there. If I flash it in the light, kind of see a purplish hue, purplish blue hue there. There you go. Smooth reflector. Definitely gives a projected beam. Not too bad. You still get a nice spill, so you get a nice area flood along with the spot. So that's nice. I did enjoy that, and I found that I liked that more than the Sofirn as far as how it did that. Sofirn had a little bit of an edge to its throw, but not its spill. Down the bottom there, we have the LED, which is the Luminus SST40 we saw there. It's in cool white. There you are. Nice. So we have the aluminum body here, the 6061 T6 aircraft-grade aluminum alloy, and it's in the Type 3 hard anodized finish, which is typically listed on all their flashlights. Seems that's the way to go, and most brands follow suit. Here on the back, we have the charging jack, the Type C. Go ahead and open this up here. All right, so when I hooked it up with the battery running almost dead, I got 5 volts, 2 amps. So it does a 2 amp charge rate, which is pretty good for a battery this large. So yeah, a real simple hookup there. And of course, they give you an extra jacket, which is nice. That makes it, I guess that little jacket makes it IPX8 waterproof. So it can take a dunk in the water, but not for long. Yeah, they say, what's it, 2 meters for 30 minutes for IPX8. So a hat and belt clip. For a flashlight like this size, it's still a compact. It fits in my hand really nice, and I don't have large hands. I'm liking this. So they made a hat clip too, so you can hook it on the brim of your hat, and it'll work pretty well. And of course, then you got your belt clip too as well. Do like the universal aspect of that. The bottom, like I mentioned, was flat. There's no magnet there, but boy, this thing tail stands like nobody's business. It does not want to fall over. It's very stable. I had no problem with it whatsoever. The Sofirn SP35 does not have a flat bottom, which is kind of ironic. I don't know why they did this. So it will stand, but then if you don't have it a certain way, it could fall over. Like if I do a certain way and my table's a little, it'll want to fall. So I don't know why they didn't make this flat. That would have been perfect. I know they have a little lanyard point, but I don't think that should have really made a difference because ThruNite was smart to do it on the edge. So they have a little thicker cap on the bottom, and they put the lanyard point there so they could keep the back flush. So that's nice. Like how they did that. Yeah. So, yeah, the battery. Go ahead and open it up so you can see this bad boy in action. Nice tight fit. Okay. So there is like some driver boards and the positive terminal. And the battery here, I believe, is the 4,000 milliamp hour variety. Again, protected button top. Definitely nice to have in a flashlight just in case. You never know. Spring in the bottom there, and the body is pretty thick. I like to see a little extra material there. It's not wafer thin, which is good. So you can definitely probably take a fall without denting too badly. And the threads are nice and easy. There's no fighting to get that back on, which is great. All right. So, confirmation there. So yeah, I think we went over that. Here we got the power switch. It has that red-blue LED. Click it on. Blue telling me it's good. When it turns red, your time to hook it up to a charger. It starts out in last remembered mode on infinity, which is great. So you just press and hold while it's on, and it'll cycle. So now we're going all the way to high, which is 1077, and it's going to go all the way down to low here and flash, and that's 37 lumens. So a wide range, and it remembers the ranges in between. I took some pictures of that in action, so you get to see that. So there it is, up at 1077. And then to get to turbo, let me just bring my flashlight in color correct. You double tap. So now we're in turbo, 2250 lumens. Yeah, that's pretty hot on my hand. So single press to turn that off. Hidden strobe feature, 3 clicks from off or on. So we have a strobe. And of course turbo from on or off. So you can have on, turbo from off, and then turbo from off. There you go. Again, basic. FireFly mode is amazing. Press and hold. I love FireFly. There it is. This is like, I think, 4/10 of a lumen. Absolutely amazing. It's supposed to run 133 days, I believe. That's absolutely what? So yeah, perfect for us radio guys. And I'm going to show you that in action as well with the radio. Loving that. So FireFly mode is spectacular. Now, if you want to lock the flashlight out, which you'll probably want to, because this switch is actually, I like the switch. It is low profile and it feels good to use it. It's not clicky. It just feels nice and easy to use. But I think you could bump it still if you carried it in your pocket. So lock it out. When you're in FireFly mode, you have to turn the flashlight on in FireFly mode, then press and hold. And now it'll lock it out. It went red there on the button, so if I hit the button to turn the flashlight on, it will not go on. So the only way to unlock it is to press and hold for your FireFly mode to come back on. And now we're back in business. We can go through. We have our modes again. So absolutely wonderful. Loving that. So yeah, went through all the modes. It's pretty easy there. Showed you the power switch. So let's head to the garage and the outdoor video where I compare the T3 against the Sofirn SP35. So first we'll go to the garage, we'll look at pictures of the T3 in action, and then we'll go outside, show you the T3, and then comparing the T3 and the SP35 at distances between 30 to 100 feet. Pretty neat. So let's head to the garage. First picture, it's on turbo. I'm 15 feet away from the garage door. This is pretty bright, 2,250 lumens, as you can tell. Lights everything up. You don't need more than this in a small space. Lights the whole garage. It'll run for 50 seconds or more. I noticed that if you leave it, you can actually almost distinctly tell it's trying to step down, but then sometimes it steps back up if the temperature is staying regulated. So it has a really good regulation system. And then it says after 50 seconds, it'll drop down to 621 lumens for a remainder of 170 minutes. That's not bad. And it gives a throw of 301 meters on turbo. Next picture here, it's on infinity high, 1077 lumens. Expected to run 40 seconds before it throttles down to 605 lumens, and it'll run the remainder of the battery out at 180 minutes. Now I kind of went in between low and high. I'm thinking this is around 400 to 450 lumens. Expected to run about 4.5 hours at this brightness. That's pretty decent brightness and capacity. Now we're infinity low, which is a mode you might find yourself using the most. 37 lumens, lights up quite a bit still. And this will run 58 hours. Yeah, 58, almost 60 hours. Amazing. And now if you can pick out the garage door, it's on FireFly mode. I'm surprised you can see it. 4/10 of a lumen, and this is supposed to run 133 days. Absolutely phenomenal. So now let's head outside of that video I took of me demoing the T3 at those distances I mentioned, between 30 to 100 feet. I really can't make out much at 100 meters, so this flashlight and the Sofirn are practical at around 100 feet. So let's go check that out. Okay, I'm outside with the ThruNite T3. I turn it on high. This is 1077 lumens. The archway there is 30 feet. The tree behind it is 50 feet. The tree to the left here is 40 feet. And downrange between the two trees is another tree about 100 feet away. Now I'm going to switch it to turbo, which is 2,250 lumens. Double tap. Archway. Tree behind it. Tree to the left. And downrange, you can see the tree at 100 feet. This flashlight has a 300 meter throw. I could just make out the two pine trees about 100 meters down. So there we are. This is the turbo setting, 2,250 lumens. A lot of flood coming down the walkway here. Alright, now I'm going to turn it off. I have the Sofirn SP35 in my left hand. We're going to turn it on turbo. Now it's got a more neutral color to it. There's the archway, tree behind it. This is 2000 lumens. It has an infinity mode. Going down, going up. There we go. And tree down the middle there. If the camera's picking it up, 100 feet. Here's the walkway. Let's bring both lights on turbo. So, right hand is the T3, and left hand is the Sofirn SP35. As you can see, there's a color difference. Okay, there is the ThruNite. There's Sofirn, ThruNite, Sofirn, and downrange, ThruNite T3, and Sofirn. Both flashlights downrange and bringing them back. So there you go. Okay, we're now back to the bench to do a little bench demo. Did you like that video? Pretty cool. I really like the neutral white of the SP35, but I like the flood that the T3 provides. You may not have made that out in the video, but the T3 does provide a nice spill on the flood. I like that along with the throw it has. Even though the SP35 might have a slight reach advantage, I still enjoyed having the T3. And plus, if you look, they definitely, let me move that out of the way. The T3 is definitely a more compact package. And they get hot just the same using them. Let me see if I can get them lined up. Yeah, definitely the compact winner there as well. So there we are. Before I turn off the lights, let's go ahead and just give you a quick overview of the Sofirn again. I reviewed this, the SP35. I'll have links up here in the iCard section if you want to check it out. SP35, this retails around $40 to $42 on Amazon. I'll have links to it as well if you're looking for something like this. People like the brand. Not a bad brand at all. I enjoy it. Neutral white. Some people like that color tone. The bottom I'm not a fan of. But let's give you some information. So turbo, 2000 lumens, as I mentioned in the video. It'll run for 2 hours. Of course, that's with throttling, just like the T3. Its internal battery is a similar, it's a 5000 milliamp hour flat top. So if you like flat top batteries, it will run on flat tops. I don't think the protective cell will fit, but the flat tops do work inside this flashlight. So if that's what you want, this might be the one to consider. But if you want more protection, you might want to go with the T3. So there's that. What else can I tell you about this? So its high mode is on stepped is 950 lumens. Its medium is 400 lumens for 5.5 hours. The high mode was 3.5 hours. I'm sure there was some throttling there. Low it has 120 lumens for 17.5 hours. It has an eco mode of 7 lumens for 160 hours, and a moon light mode 1 lumen for 31 days. Not 133 days, but 31 days. The cool thing is, though, it has stepped mode and it has ramping mode. So it has that step mode, and you can change it to ramping mode, which allows you to go from 1 lumen to 2000 lumens. So lets you go from 1 to turbo, and it remembers turbo, which is also a nice thing to have if you're wanting to have turbo memorized. For safety, I believe they don't do that with the ThruNite, because if you have turbo memorized and it clicked on for some reason, it would really be cooking. So I think they left that as a separate feature access on purpose. So we're going to go ahead and turn these flashlights on. Let's see, we'll turn to low on the ThruNite. So we'll go down here. It'll flash to tell us where our lowest setting. That's 37. And the Sofirn here, I think it's on step mode. Nope, it's on ramping. There we go. I think we're about the same. Okay, so we're going to turn the lights off, do a quick little demo of both. Just like an idea of beam patterns and color temperatures. Okay, bringing them up on the table. Okay, so definitely more of a spot on the Sofirn. Spill is generous on both being this close of a distance, but as I ramp up, I think this is actually a higher intensity right now, the Sofirn. Let me see if I can't bring it down a little bit, because it does seem like it's got an advantage. There, now I think I got them. Okay, so I'll bring them in. And you can see the T3 is more of a softer beam. Still has a spot, but it's definitely more diffused. Even though they both use smooth reflectors. There you go. So you get a little bit better color rendering with Sofirn. And edge-to-edge spill. I said on the max the T3 was the winner. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to turn off the Sofirn. So as you get an idea, basic of what that's about. Okay, now let's go ahead and cycle the T3. So I'm going to aim at the ceiling, and we're going to go all the way up to high, 1077. There we go, confirming its highest, and we'll go to turbo. And this is lighting up everything in the room. It's spectacular. Starting to get a little warm in the hand, but not bad. So let's go ahead and go down. We'll go to FireFly mode. And then there's Iron Man and FireFly mode. This is great. It looks great. You can see everything. Nice and bright looking, actually. That's amazing. Loving that. And yeah, so let's go ahead and bring a radio in. So this is the best part I love about this flashlight, is that the flashlight has no RFI, no radio frequency interference on any mode. So we'll bring the radio in here, my Skywave, turn up the radio. So I get the flashlight right next to the antenna. And we're going to cycle it here. Turbo. So no RFI, which is great. So we're going to turn that off. We go ahead and turn the lights back on. We'll do final thoughts. Turn that back on so I can see what I'm doing. All right. Okay, there it is. You get the size of the cards here. Quick press off. Don't know if I mentioned that. Quick press on, quick press off. That's nice how quickly you can get to the settings you want. And remembering the last setting, then double tap for turbo. Yeah, that is sweet. Love it. It's just a great flashlight. It's probably one of my favorites. It really is. Now I keep saying that, but it's so sleek and smooth, and it's well designed. It's probably one of the best design elements. I like how they used the thin jacket there. Yeah, everything about it, definitely premium. Like in the build, everything about this light. So there it is, the T3. Go ahead and zoom back down. Do final thoughts. So is the T3 worth $55.95? That's a bit on the high side, and I would wait for a deal. And like I say, ThruNite throws deals all the time, which is fantastic. I never pay full retail because you're going to find deals on their website or on the Amazon. Again, I'll have links below to support the channel. So yeah, this will cost you, like I said, with a 20% off coupon, around $44. Absolutely amazing. And you got yourself pretty much a light for all conditions. Take this camping, take this for prepping. If you're a prepper, you got light for all those days on a full charge. You can charge from a solar panel if you want. It doesn't have two-way charging. Some people might want that, but to be honest with you, I probably wouldn't want this charging a phone. I'd probably want this just to be my light source when you're using it. But yeah, I think all around, this would be the best choice for everyday carry because you're prepared for most cases. I can't see this falling short anywhere in daily life or when emergency hits. So it gets my vote definitely all day long, T3. Now the Sofirn isn't bad if you can pick it up cheap, but I'll be honest with you, this being $44 and this being $40 or $42, I would probably snap up the T3 still, just because I like it's compact. And I do like the fit and finish of it better. It just appeals to me more as an all-around package. Sofirn does have a great beam and does have a nice neutral white LED, so you can't knock it for that. I mean, it has some pluses there, but it depends on what you need. I don't need this type of bezel. I just need something simple and effective, and this is, again, no RFI. I like my radios at night. Viewing them at night, that's nice. And the FireFly mode of over 100 days, absolutely amazing. So there it is. All right, so there's a T3. Rockin'. Upvote. Definitely if you like the video. 2, if you like ThruNite flashlights and want to see more, subscribe and hit the bell icon. And 3, comment below what you think about the T3. Terminator 3. It reminds me of Terminator. That's hilarious. But it does. It's the first thing I thought of. I'm like, yeah, the Terminator would carry this. That or Iron Man would have one in each hand, you know. The fight's on. You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, let me know what you think about the T3 in the comments below. And yeah, like I said, if you want to support the channel, check out my Amazon links. I put them there to, you know, for convenience for you guys. And of course, you know, I get a buck or two if you buy one of these. So help out the channel. I get some more of these to show off. And maybe we'll give away. Maybe I'll do a giveaway one day. That'd be nice. You guys would like that. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next video.